the two ways in order to make sure that you stick with your good habits are people and consequences. And so the first thing is accountability. So for example, if you have a goal of, getting in shape or maybe running a marathon, whatever it is, right? Sign yourself up months in advance. And then tell everyone you know and care about, hey, in October, I'm gonna run this marathon. Would you like to come cheer me on? Guess what happens now? If you don't train, you're not gonna be able to run the marathon. If you're not gonna be able to run the marathon, you're gonna have to call everyone of like, hey, this marathon you are gonna come support me for. Yeah, sorry, I'm not running, like I didn't train enough. And you have to give some bullshit excuse. You have to weasel your way out of it. And that in turn is painful. And so because of that, it's basically like you're checkmating yourself into doing it. So if you go on a diet and then 2 weeks later, someone asks you, hey, how's the diet going? And you tell them, oh yeah, that, I already quit it. You are gonna look like a fucking fool. And you don't want that. Like, that's painful to your mind because fitting in is something that we're evolutionarily equipped with. Because back in the day, if you didn't fit in with the group, if you were cast out, you would most likely die. Which is why this social pressure is so powerful. So when you have a goal, share it with the people around you. Tell them exactly what you're gonna do, why you're gonna do it, and tell them, hey, just check in with me. Remind me of this. Keep me accountable. And if they're good friends, they will be honest with you of like, hey, step up your fucking game, man. Step it up. Man up. You can do this. Right? So that's the first way of making sure that you actually have no choice except for you to do the right thing. The second thing is stakes. So one thing, I was watching this video the other day where someone shared a brilliant idea. This guy wanted to be more social. And so what he did on a party, on a night out, he gave $200 to a friend of his. And he told him, hey, every time I talk to a new person that I don't know, you give me back $20. And so now there is something on the line. That's the thing. If you are sitting at home, nobody knows about what you want to do. Nobody knows what your goals are except for you. And there are no consequences if you don't do it. Then it's going to be very difficult for you. You're going to have to require on your willpower, on your discipline, and really on the reasons why you want this. Which is why I started off with knowing why do you want to achieve the things that you say you want to achieve. Because if your reasons aren't good enough, in that scenario, you will fail. You have set yourself up for failure. And so with this, get other people involved and have something on the line that is proportionate to both your own wealth as well as to the goal. So if you're a millionaire and you give $200 to someone and to hold you accountable, that's not going to work very well. In that example, give 200K to someone and watch yourself do it. Right? If there's enough on the line, you will do things that you otherwise maybe wouldn't do. And so it's a very powerful lever. The one thing I'm going to say about this is that it shouldn't be your primal focus. There should be emotional, internal reasons that are strong enough for you to overcome the setbacks, that are strong enough for you to do it anyway. But if you find yourself like incapable of actually putting in the work, if you find yourself procrastinating, if you find yourself self-sabotaging, on one hand, you want to implement accountability as well as stakes. And on the other hand, you want to dive internally into your beliefs, into the things that really mentally hold you back. But that is a topic for a completely different video. Otherwise, I'm going to be talking to you for another half hour. I don't want that for this. And so realize that these two factors can put so much leverage onto you to do the right thing. And then once you have a habit in place, once it's going on for a while, now it becomes easier and easier and easier. Just like the more you put yourself through hardship, the more you train yourself to be disciplined, the easier it becomes. It's just like fucking arm muscles. The more you exercise it, the more you exercise being disciplined, the more you exercise not wanting to do one thing, but doing it anyway, the easier it becomes the next time. If you want to watch the full video that this clip has been from, go ahead, click over there and click over there on that side to subscribe to the channel so that you won't miss new uploads that will take your life to that next level.